Hello Internet. It's been a while since I posted my latest video. I apologize. But I'm doing one now, so that's good, right? So just wanted to give you an update on the farm, the backyard farm. This is Cheer, and she used to be inside for a while. If you looked at any of the previous videos, you saw her being together with a pet rabbit that was half her size, Emma. And it took a while to bond them, but by now, turns out she doesn't really like to be inside. It really, she started to really get messy, and she just wasn't doing very well inside. And she also, they kind of got along, but at the same time, Emma really was very insistent on her being just in one part of the run. So she never really did more than just sitting there. So now I moved her outside, and I originally had her in this cage over here, and I had this guy, this buck, in this cage, and within the first night he dug himself over to her and they started mating. So most likely she's probably pregnant right now. And so usually what you do is you just take the doe to the buck, mate her, and that's it. But I noticed, because I didn't see that for half the day, that they were getting really along and that they really enjoy being together. So now I decided I'm just gonna let them hang out, and at least for now, live together. I'm gonna have to see how this goes with her potentially being pregnant or not. She's pretty old, so she might not be able to have any babies anymore anyway. But they don't fight. He stopped breeding her pretty much after the first day, and so we'll just see and wait, see if this is gonna work out. I know there's the risk of a double pregnancy, but in nature they hang out together and they make it work, so why not here? Oops, what's going on? Kind of showing some interest there. So that's what's going on over here. So, is there going to be some action? Then I'll stick around, but I was going to actually go and show you the rest of the farm. Oh, buddy. So we might come back to you guys. I changed out the doors, so now I can open them more easily. They used to go up, now they go sideways, which when I originally built this, I didn't think about that this might be the better way to do it. So by now I've switched all the doors that they open up sideways, and eventually I'm going to have a rabbit in here as well, and I'm going to move 2 rabbits in here. Season is basically done for growing vegetables, so during the fall winter time I let the animals be in here, and that's really good for the soil as well, and they get more space. And there's a rabbit over there. So these guys are very much accustomed to living in this chicken run, but these 2 guys, they have this 4 foot by, what is it, like 2.5 cage, and it's pretty spacious. But now I can actually move them here. I have to build a new roof, a temporary roof, And once I've done that, they're gonna get moved. Chickens are doing pretty well, laying about 5 eggs every day, which could be more, but there are some chickens that are going through some molting. I just stepped on the rabbit's foot. But it's starting to get a little colder, and I don't think the egg laying is going to go much higher for the rest of the year. It's going to stay at around 5 eggs per day, which is good, but I'd like to have more. So I'm going to get 5 new little baby chicks and raise them, because the demand in the neighborhood for me selling eggs is actually just, there's no end. So I think I can handle 5 more, and then the supply will be more consistent. I have these 3 chickens left. These are meat chickens. I butchered everybody else. These 3 were a little smaller, and I'm just gonna grow them out a little bit more. By now they're easily 7-8 pounds, so they're good to go. But I still have some feed left, so I'm just gonna let them enjoy this for a couple more days. And they're really healthy. If you've seen the previous video, most of that batch, they weren't doing so well. I'm not gonna do Cornish cross from that hatchery, or no Cornish cross at all. I have to decide. But this was a really bad batch, and most of them had just leg problems. These guys, they do all right. So I'll give them some more time. And I have these 2 that were these little babies, and in the last video that I did, you actually saw them being really small. By now they're huge. They gotta be 7 pounds by now. So I'm gonna sell them or butcher them. Whatever happens first. So that's pretty much it on the backyard farm. I hope you enjoyed this video. Not sure when I do the next one, but I'll keep uploading videos. As soon as something happens that's interesting, I'll make a video. There's a whole project that I want to do with solar, and I want to cover it. I want to get a solar system installed in the house, and I have some special ideas of how I want to do it, as opposed to just the standard way. I know there's a company called Solar City that is starting to introduce solar shingles. If possible, I want to get shingles as opposed to panels. But we'll see. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.